Good morning. Welcome back. New York City Mayor Bill De Blasio shutting down schools starting this morning as their COVID-19 positivity rate reaches a benchmark 3%. Here to react is New York City Councilman Joe Borelli. Joe, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a listen to what Cuomo has to say as he lashes out at reporters over these closures yesterday. Listen.
I'm just still confused.
Well, then you're confused.
I'm confused, and
then I'll tell you what, Jimmy.
Parents are still confused as well.
The schools are open by state law.
Will they be open tomorrow? That's the question. I don't think it's obnoxious at all.
Well, I don't really care what you think.
Joe, what is your reaction? I don't know if that's exactly what parents need to hear right now, is it?
Well, the good reporter you hear in that piece is named Jimmy Vielkind, a very well-respected reporter. The sort of crazy person you hear in that piece is actually Governor Cuomo, who just has the wheels coming off the train when he realized that the mayor of the city of New York is actually overruling him on this and closing schools for 1 million parents in New York City. The reaction from everyone should be extremely, extremely angry because the party that constantly lectures us on following the science has decided, at least with this issue, to abandon all the science and close schools and let children get the irreparable harm that they've been continuing to get by not having themselves in front of a school, in front of a live teacher. Parents should be angry. I'm angry. And really, people around the country should be angry as well because this is the direction that their school districts might go in.
You know, the reason we shut down schools and businesses initially is to make sure that the hospital systems weren't overwhelmed. So in New York City, are any of the hospital systems at risk of being overwhelmed?
No, not at all. And they're actually very well prepared. And look, I don't want to see people going into the hospital. I don't want to see COVID patients taking up ICU beds. All of that stuff we can all hope and pray doesn't happen. The good news is we have pretty clear and consistent science that schools are not becoming super spreaders, both for the children and for the adults that work there. So it's unclear why this has become the focus of the de Blasio administration. I personally think people are really getting sick of de Blasio and Cuomo. These are two guys who live at taxpayer expense in mansions with servants and cooks and their families. And it's too easy for them, who never had to forego a paycheck. They never had to dip into their savings. They never had to max out their credit cards. It's becoming too easy for them to just dictate and bark orders on the rest of us who actually have to feel the harmful effects of a lockdown. In this case, it's parents who will have nowhere to send their kids, whether they have to work, whether they have to do something themselves, or it's the kids themselves who will actually miss out, it seems, on almost a year of in-person school.
All right. And Joe, that leads me to my point. My question to you was going to be, how old are your kids and what are you most concerned about for them?
Yeah, my oldest is in kindergarten. I mean, it's a place in your life where you're supposed to be developing some of your most important social and early reading, early mathematics skills. And we'll never be able to get these years back. And the good news is, Joe, that we have over 1,000 parents who signed up to be co-plaintiffs in a class action suit. We had already filed a lawsuit because we wanted to open up more robust in-person school. Now with this closure, it's taken on new urgency. So we'll be, filing our order now on Friday morning. It'll force a hearing in 10 days, and hopefully a judge sides with us that there really is no scientific or health reason to close schools in the way de Blasio has.
Keep us posted on that lawsuit, Joe, to try and get schools back open. I'm sure a lot of parents would really appreciate that. Joe, thank you so much.
Yep.